Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Mick from TehCustomz here, and this is going to be a video of me showing how to disassemble a standard Xbox 360 controller. But yeah, everything that you're going to see in this video will be applicable to a regular Xbox controller. There's no mods or anything done to this, it's just different paint jobs on certain things, and it's got PS3 sticks. So the first step you want to do to take apart an Xbox controller is you need to get rid of all 7 screws. Now, the 7th screw is, you take off the battery pack, and there'll be like a serial number sticker right there. You just peel that off, and the screw will be right underneath there. Now, the next thing you need a Oakz T8 security screwdriver, and they have a little hole in them, so you can get the pin that's in these screws out. So, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get all the screws out, and then I'll come back when all that's done. Okay, now that all that's done, you put your fingernail sort of underneath the back casing here, and you can just sort of peel it up like that on both sides. It might be a little tough the first time, but just pull it, it'll come off. You have the motherboard and the rumble packs for the vibrations. You can take these right out. I like to do that. They take those right out, and it still works fine. Okay, the next step is I take my fingers on the thumbsticks and I push them up like that from the thumbsticks, and then the board will come right out. Be careful with this. If you break this, the controller won't work. Okay, so now what you're left with is just basically buttons. These rubber connector pads will just come right off. All the buttons, if you just put your hand over and dump them out, they'll all come out. The little light ring in here also comes out. On this particular Xbox controller though, it doesn't come out very easily. I glued it in there. I can't recall why I did, but it's glued in there for some reason. The bumpers sometimes are a little bit trickier to get out, but you just sort of have to pull on them and they'll come out. Hold on. Alright. It took me a little bit longer because, well, when I painted this controller the first time, I didn't tape over this part here. So there's a lot of clear coat on here, which is makes it sticky, which makes it hard for the bumpers to come out, but they'll come out. The bottom plate is just, it's on these pegs right here. You just gotta pull it out. It'll also pop right out. The D-pad is easy to get out. What you need for this is you just need a regular screwdriver, like this. If it'll show it, there's a regular screwdriver, and there'll be 2 screws inside of in here. You just unscrew those, okay, and then there'll be 2 clips on the other side, and then you can just take the screwdriver and you can sort of push the pin, the clips down, and then the D-pad will fall out. The clips on this, how it's shaped with the 2 clips and the 2 screw holes. And then this part here that holds the D-pad will come out also. And then that's, if you were going to customize your controller, you can just paint the faceplate like this, or the front piece and the back piece. This is how we do it, of course. And okay, the motherboard. This part's really easy. To get the sticks off, you just pull them, they pop right out. You can do that for both of them. And for the triggers, some people like to take the triggers off and paint them. The triggers are a little bit trickier, but it's not that big of a deal. First thing you want to do is there's this bar here that actually moves when you push the trigger down. You take that and you push it outwards for the controller, and then you push it underneath where the trigger goes. So now you see it's not connected to the bar anymore. Then your next step is, and this is the trickiest part for most people, there's two little flaps here beside the trigger. You need to take both sides of that and pull them outwards. And then once you do that, you can push the trigger backwards. See, once you do that, you can take the trigger and pull it backwards, and this little spring will be in there. Don't lose that. And then you can just pull the trigger right off. And then you can paint it, whatever, put it back on. To put it back on, you simply slide it back on like that. Put the spring on the little peg there. Oh, shit. Now I have my spring loaded again. You just need to take the trigger and push it down so it's locked into place. And then take a screwdriver with a long end like this. Get the peg that you pushed down in the first step, and then you pull it up back over to the trigger, and now you see the trigger works again. That's basically it. I'll have another video up soon about reassembly for an Xbox controller, so yeah, stay tuned for that.